Unless you've been living under a rock, we are currently in the middle of an epic female rap war between Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. In my previous videos, I've covered how the beef started, Megan's recent diss on her recent single Hiss, as well as Nicki's response from a diss track that is not out yet at the time of this recording. However, on Friday, January 26, 2024, Nicki Minaj took to both Stationhead and Instagram Live to address Megan Thee Stallion directly, as well as Twitter, and so we'll get into that. And so I want to understand and try to contextualize, as we say, to keep it in the music, but why Nicki Minaj is doing everything but that right now, and what are the important things that Nicki is trying to communicate not only to Megan, but other female rappers and other powers that be that are higher than Megan, that are controlling Megan. That is who she is really talking about. So Nicki Minaj once again took to Stationhead. She showed her support for Pardi, Partisan Fontaine, Megan's ex-boyfriend Tory, as well as Kelsey, Megan's ex-best friend. She says that she spoke to Kelsey. How could you be a girl's girl and sleep with your friend's man? As if Megan felt like she was a celebrity and had to prove that she could get the short board too, questioning Megan Thee Stallion's character and understanding that if you are a woman who can sleep with your friend's man, that is all I need to know about you, and I would never want to be associated with anything or anyone like you. She shouted out female rappers that watched her previous line when she debuted her shots towards Megan, which was just 2 lines, but some girls that were in there were Sexy Red, Doechii. Nicki Minaj reminisces about how older female rappers like Remy Ma, Queen Latifah, and Cardi B went on the Summer Jam stage a couple years ago with a picture of Nicki on her obituary, and basically that is how they ushered Cardi B into the industry while denouncing Nicki Minaj. Nicki's bringing this up because I didn't say anything. You guys wished death on me and I really didn't say anything. And so I want to talk about, once again, why did Nicki choose Megan? We know Nicki Minaj to have beef with several female rappers right now, including Megan Thee Stallion, Latto, as well as Cardi B. And so you might ask yourself, why is she going at Megan so hard when she has 3 other targets that she could bring up? Well, a lot of people could agree that Megan Thee Stallion is one of the more talented female rappers that could go back and forth with Nicki Minaj, and I think that Nicki Minaj is really trying to provoke Megan in order to get her to prepare for her next diss track, which is why at the time of this recording, Nicki Minaj has not yet dropped her official diss track towards Megan, because Megan just dropped, and I think she's trying to rev her up and tell her, hey, I'm waiting, but you also need to have your next move ready, because I just literally responded to you within an hour, so I want you to get your stuff ready for when I drop. Nicki Minaj challenged everyone to find one person who is doing better than they were doing before they dissed her in the past 5 years. Can you think of any? Nicki said, you have to have a deep insecurity because of how you look in order to sleep with your friend's man. It tells me everything I need to know about your character. She alleged that Megan Thee Stallion is broke and has no money. She's also alleging that Megan Thee Stallion is not independent, as she has been marketing herself as this new independent artist. We know Megan Thee Stallion to be signed to Jay-Z's company, Roc Nation, for management. She used to be signed to 300 Entertainment when she was signed to 1501, but she is only getting distribution from 300 and Atlantic Records. That's what we know of right now. Nicki Minaj also talked about how Megan Thee Stallion lied about sleeping with Tory on Gayle King's interview, and how that diminished the credentials and the credibility of Gayle King's platform, who is a respected woman in the field of mainstream journalism. She says that your man Pardi gave you the opportunity to come clean about the men that you slept with in the industry, and this is important because they are public figures. This whole situation of Megan, Tory, and Kelsey was a question of who slept with who. And so Pardi expected her and asked her and gave her the room to be honest about other men in the industry that she had slept with, because they were very defensive and they were going back in Twitter. Nicki says that people could have ran up on Cardi and you did not protect him by telling him the truth, which was why he was going back and forth and why there could have been a threat to his safety. Nicki also alleges that Megan Thee Stallion was texting Nicki's DJ, who is DJ Booth. She says, I don't know if you sucked his D, but you were hitting him daily to get on Queen Radio and begging my fans to get on IG Live with you. You were begging me for features, begging to get on my show Queen Radio. But who are you mad at? Are you mad at Pardi or your ex Moneybag Yo? In case you have no backstory on how the beef between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj has started, let's get it straight in this video that their beef has nothing to do with the song WAP, the collaboration between Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, which a lot of people love to allude to because of Nicki's prior issues with Cardi B. Nicki Minaj claimed that Megan Thee Stallion calls a female rapper, allegedly Cardi, that she collaborates with a dirty Mexican. She said, and I quote, "The nickname you got for your homegirl that rap, tell everybody the nickname you got for her, a racist nickname for a person you do songs with. Don't you call her that dirty Mexican?" Is she trying to question the validity of Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi's relationship? Nicki Minaj is also alleging that Megan Thee Stallion has slept with men who are considered abusers because in Megan's diss towards Nicki, she basically came at Nicki's husband for his alleged legal troubles, which includes sexual offenses. So Nicki said, "How many D's of abusers have you sucked knowingly? Bringing up 13-year-old tea from when a man was 15, being lied on is not the flex you think it is. Constantly mentioning a man who isn't an artist, isn't on social media, it just shows me you have nothing. Like your flows. You're still learning how to rap, and that's the truth." And I think in a lot of ways, this is what Nicki really wanted to get straight amongst Megan as well as the other rap girls, is because in their disses towards Nicki, they always come at her family for their legal issues, as well as Nicki's body, her weight, as well as her alleged drug use, which none of that stuff is new, you know, so it's not the gag or the flex that you guys think it is. And plus, Megan, I take points away from you. Megan and all the girls, I take points away from you guys when you bring up Nicki Minaj's husband. Nicki Minaj, she may be ruthless, but she will never bring up anybody who isn't you. When she shoots directly at her target. She's talking directly to Cardi, Latto, or Megan. She's not talking to your mom, to your brother, to your boyfriend. It's about you. And until you girls learn how to shoot right back at her, you guys will never win this war. You'll never win because you can't win if you're always missing. And now that Nicki Minaj is a mother, she expressed how she is even more protective of her husband, her son, and her whole entire family because it's not just her anymore. She went so many years without addressing all of the lies that people told about her, but she's no longer doing that anymore because she has a legacy to protect. And when her son gets older, she wants him to know that she stood up for him. And plus, her family faces so much more physical threats to their safety, including swatting from false calls to the police in their neighborhood to where police are showing up with guns drawn. Nicki Minaj continued on IG Live where she said to Megan, "Play with someone else's family. I don't care how long it takes to get an op back. Since my son has come into this world, don't play about me or my family or nothing. Pardi said you lied on your dead mother. He's the one who said it," and she calls Megan Lion Lipo. This was when Pardi asked Megan who else in the industry she has slept with, and Megan probably sweared on her mother's life that she did not sleep with anyone else. Nicki Minaj said, as I said earlier, she said, "Y'all thought I wasn't speaking, so y'all was gonna be able to say so many things about my family." She says, "What my pen doesn't catch, the universe will. God will get you." She also addressed the blogs, bloggers, and YouTubers. She says her attention was on my husband. This is the type of woman that wants to be around someone's husband. Nicki dared her to say one more thing about my family. But in this part of the live, Nicki Minaj, I believe that she was now addressing all female rappers that she has beef with that can potentially come out and diss her, so that they know moving forward that you should not be talking about my family or anything other than me. You should talk to me directly. And I have to agree with that because had she not said anything or spoke out against it, we would have let this continue to slide. And in the culture of hip hop, we have to constantly raise the stakes because these days the bar is too low. These girls are getting away with doing the bare minimum and not being creative about how they are coming and how they are choosing to shoot back, but they're getting credit for doing it anyway, which is why I'm not giving them credit. I'm giving them zeros. I'm giving them one because this is unacceptable for real. Nicki said, "If that Rock Nation brunch got you feeling like you can talk about my family," and Nicki is now not even talking to Megan. She's talking above Megan. Rock Nation, who owns that? Jay-Z. Nicki Minaj has been alleging, not directly but indirectly, that Jay-Z is the one who is pulling the strings behind the scenes and encouraging Megan to go at her. So I definitely want to know what you guys think of this whole back and forth. What do you guys think the strategy from Megan Thee Stallion side as well as from Nicki's side on how they are going to address each other. Who are you banking on? Who do you think is coming more heavy in terms of bars and in terms of strategy? This is an open conversation. Put your unbiased takes in the comments and let's all be respectful. Please do not get into any arguments or else you will get blocked. But I really do appreciate everybody, especially if you listen to the end. Check out my previous videos on Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, their history of beef between each other, as well as Nicki Minaj and Latto. There is a huge possibility that Latto could come out swinging this year on Nicki. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell button for all notifications, because we will be following this beef very, very closely, especially between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, and I want to see both ladies come strong, come heavy. So definitely make sure you guys check back with me for updates. Okay, bye.